Hey,
Have you got the files from the memory den?
I have some more questions first.
Ask away.
Why does the Institute replace people?
It can be for any of a number of reasons. Each mission has its own objectives. It could be for basic surveillance or to test a specific hypothesis. You know, science stuff.
What are you working on?
I'm investigating the prototype synth project. How it came about and what sort of test subjects they used. Most of the project records have been destroyed, but I want to learn as much as I can about the rejected personality imprints. Why were they rejected? What can we learn about modern Gen 3 from these personalities? It will also give us a small hint as to life before the war and into the workings of the early Institute.
Tell me about yourself.
I suppose I could tell you a thing or two. Like everyone else in the Institute, I was born down here. These walls are the only world I've ever known. Ever since I was a little girl, I've been fascinated by robotics. When I was 5 years old, my mother bought me a tiny toy synth. It was an early model of a Gen 1, and I loved it. I still keep it on my desk to remind me why I got into this work. Because I love it.
Tell me about yourself.
Where was I? Don't get me wrong. I shopped around to make sure robotics was where I wanted to work. I spent a bit of time in bioscience, talking to the staff there. I did a week's works experience in advanced systems. I briefly looked into logistics, but I found it to be devoid of personality. The less said about SRB, the better. I think I spent an hour in there before I decided I didn't like it. It was really scary, and everyone there was so serious.
That was all I had.
You don't want anything else?
So about the job. What am I looking for again?
Any data you can find in the memory den. I need some other software to get my sim chair to interface with the memories.
Yep, got it right here.
Oh, that's marvelous. I'm so excited. I'll get to work on updating my software right away. I'm not sure how long it'll take me. Days, weeks, months, years. Oh gosh, I hope it's not years. I suppose you could find something to do while you're waiting. You could always keep helping Father. That would pass time quickly. While you're doing that, I've got another little something you can look into if you're interested in detective work. No pressure though. It's totally optional. This is a delicate matter, so I'm going to have to trust you to be discreet about it. A few months back, we produced a batch of synths intended to serve as infiltration units. After they'd all been through processing, I discovered one of them had vanished without a trace.
Synths don't escape often?
It happens from time to time, but I'm not convinced this synth escaped. It went missing right off the production line, which never happens. I put a notice to the SRB and Advanced Systems, and they reported there was a fault with the synth, so it was immediately discommissioned. I don't make defective synths. I wasn't happy with that at all, so I had Hogarth check the entire run for defects. He found nothing. I don't believe one synth would have had a defect so bad it had to be destroyed and the rest of the run wouldn't be affected. Officially, I let it go. But I still don't fully buy it. I was hoping you could ask around if you have any time. It's a female synth, designation X1495. Try and keep it quiet. Ask the Deputy Division's head. That includes my husband. You could also speak to ZBD in bioscience. There's no pressure though, only if you feel you have the time.
Excuse me.
You again. Have you been keeping hydrated? Take some water.
Do you know anything about a missing synth?
Did Hilda send you? She had me going through every synth from that batch, and I found nothing wrong. Or did I? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I wrote it in my diary.
you say, pal.
I think you're just jealous.
Whoa. You're acting all kinds of crazy.
No, you're the crazy one. You don't really know how to survive like I do.
Whatever you say, pal.
I think you're just jealous. You don't mind. This conversation has gone on long enough. I'd hate to die and lose my progress. I need to have a little sleep.
Hey.
Hello again. Was there something you needed?
What can you tell me about the Gen 1s and 2s?
They're basically just machines, not desperately more advanced than your average Mr. Handy. We burn through so many of them it hardly matters. I'm only interested in the advanced models.
I'm interested in the history of this place.
You and me both. The memories I'm working on date back to the very earliest days of the Institute, back when it was named CIT. The subject had scans of their brains taken, usually for medical reasons, and they all consented to their scans being used for experiments. Fast forward 100 years, and the very first synths with personalities were created, using those scans as blueprints. Of course, now we're much more advanced, and years of building and excavating have created the facility you see before you.
That's all for now.
Alright, I'll see you later.
If you ask me, the synth software could use a little more debugging.
I can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
Come on.
I'll get it done.
Hey there.
What's the matter?
How do you feel about our relationship?
Father has
We're
done
doing
remarkable.
pretty good, I'd say.
I
And
would
in this
not
shite hole
exist
we
were
call
it
a
not
world,
for him.
that's really saying something.
I wanted to ask you about something else.
Just ask, and I'll...
Any words of wisdom?
You wouldn't believe the goodies you can dig out of old luggage.
Say what's on your mind.
I think I'd rather shoot myself in the head than sit at a desk all day.
That was it.
No problem.
Hey. Wait there.
Leaving me behind. It's
Moving
your
out.
funeral.
operating at full capacity.
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Hey
It
there.
was an honor. I'm looking forward to the next mission. A successful mission on all counts, sir.
Hi.
Hey man, I'm Danny Routs. I don't think we've met yet. How's it going?
Do you know anything about a missing synth?
Oh man, this again? It's about that lady in robotics, right? I handle a lot of missing synths. Sometimes we get them back, sometimes they vanish forever. Shit happens. Am I right?
What do you do around here?
Ah, chill. That's when a-hole AO isn't getting all up in my business. I don't even want this job. Everyone just got bumped up a notch when old Zimmer frame Zimmer left.
Got any work?
You know what, man? I do have something I could do with getting done. I'm just a little shy about it.
I can tell. Why don't you tell me about it?
Alright, do you, know Freddie Hamlin? In that sense? Well, I'm, totally in love with her. Thing is, she doesn't even know I exist. I want to tell her how I feel, but I'm way too shy. I wrote her this letter. Could you, slip it into her locker for me?
I'll do it.
Sweet! Thank you so much. Here's the letter. Let me know as soon as you've stashed it.
Yes, sir. I'm listening.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
Hey,
Need something?
hold position.
Sure.
On
I'll
me.
stay here while you have all the fun. Can I help?
What else do you have?
I'm here if you need to talk.
Any words of wisdom?
I remember some bloke who said he was heading out to Jamaica Plain to hunt for treasure. Never saw his sorry arse again.
What are you thinking about?
The children of Atom make gunners look sane by comparison.
Your thoughts?
I wonder if you can even catch fish anymore. And even if you could, would you want to eat them?
Any words of wisdom?
Offices are filled with desks, and desks are filled with goodies. Am I getting through to you?
That was it.
Yep.
Sir.
X688 sounded very impressed with your work at Libertalia. He doesn't give praise
I know
lightly.
it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people.
Justin.
If you're going to be in Diamond City anytime soon, I have a favor to ask you. You might not be aware of it, but the city's mayor is a synth, an institute plant. He monitors developments in the Commonwealth and compiles reports on matters of possible interest to us. Since you visit the surface more than anyone else down here, I figured you could pick up the latest report.
How do we do this without raising suspicions?
You'll meet with the mayor privately, away from prying eyes. The mayor will be waiting in his office. He'll give you the report, and then you'll bring it back to me. Remember, discretion is vital to our operations in Diamond City, so try to keep a low profile.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
to report, sir.
Heads up.
What is it?
Sure, be glad to take... I mean, hold some stuff for you.